Now, if you're an OG of the channel, you know I'm gonna come on here and speak the truth. You know I'm gonna come on here with all the smoke, no matter if the Lakers lost or the Lakers win, whoever win or lose, I'm coming with the smoke. And I thought long and hard last night, how do I want to come on here and make this video? What type of energy I wanted to give out? Do I want to troll the Denver fans? Because honestly, they've been trolling us since we lost to them. Or I can be the professional YouTuber and come on here and give a fair recap, bias free. But then there was something in the back of my head that was like, I have an obligation to my fan base, to my supporters, the nation that we built together. I know what type of energy I usually come on here with, so why would I change that now? How would that make me look? So guess what's gonna happen? Demon Draco. It's up for y'all niggas. Up for Reggie Jackson twerking ass. It's up for Jamal Murray heat pad throwing ass. It's up for Michael Malone no smoke having ass. It's up for Michael Porter Jr. non-shooting against the motherfucking Timberwolves, but want to shoot 4 for 4 from the 3-point line against the motherfucking Lakers. It's up for them. Let's get straight into the shit. What's good, Drinking Nation? I'll be back with another YouTube video. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I have to do it. It's not personal. Yes, it is. It's all the way personal with me. Honestly, it's Laker Timberwolves at this point. There is no Minnesota Timberwolves. It's the Laker organization plus the Timberwolves organization. Y'all gotta beat both of us. Like I said, if y'all not a stranger to the YouTube channel, you already knew this was coming. I told you it was Timberwolves in 4. Ant-Man got us. I've been preaching that for the last 3 videos. Did y'all think it was fake? I was dead ass serious. The funny thing is, all of the Denver Nuggets fans last night knew exactly what I was talking about when I told y'all wasn't even supposed to be here. And I can respect all the Denver fans that understood what I was saying. Most teams know how to beat the Denver Nuggets. They don't have the personnel to compete with the Denver Nuggets. And there was 2 teams this entire season that had the personnel to compete with the Denver Nuggets, and everybody knew it. They just didn't want to believe it. It was the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Why is that? Why do y'all say that? Draco, why would you say it's only those 2 teams against the Denver Nuggets? Because it's common sense. In my opinion, Nikola Jokic is the best NBA player in the league today. Now, my question to you is, how do you stop the best player in the world? How do you slow a center down that usually have the ball in his hand 95% of the goddamn time? How do you stop him? You speed him up. You put an extra center in the game. There is no reason why you should not be getting multiple rebounds. I don't care how great Nikola Jokic is. He's not stopping the rebounding center and the stretch 5 center. Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert is their formula. Then on top of that, you got Naz Reid coming off the bench. So you got an extra stretch 4, stretch 5 to throw out there in Nikola Jokic. He ain't guarding all of them. So he's either gonna get in foul trouble in the paint, trying to bang with the big center, getting rebound, or he's gonna go out there and contest the 3-point shooter, the stretch 4 or the stretch 5, and not get rebounds. See, the problem with the Denver fans and the Denver Nuggets organization, they thought they was gonna run into a terrible head coach every series. That was the problem. We knew what y'all advantage was. Y'all had an incredible head coach. I tried to troll us Laker fans about our head coach so much. Y'all really went into this next series thinking y'all was gonna go against that same game plan. Y'all thought y'all could give up a 20-point lead in the first half and y'all could come back. That's what y'all thought? Oh, sadly mistaken. Jaden McDaniels, Alexander Walker, they literally took time off of their day job working at Amazon, packing up boxes to pack up your ass, Jamal Murray. I don't know about y'all, but it seemed like every Denver Nuggets fans wasn't even paying attention to the players that was in front of them. Y'all about to play the Timberwolves. They got 2 7-footers and a point guard, well, a shooting guard that can go out there and give you 40 a night. And then they got a bench like no other. Plus, they got one of the best defenses I've ever seen. But y'all was so keying on beating the Lakers and sending the Lakers to Cancun, y'all must have forgot y'all got to finish the job. It doesn't matter who goes out in the first round. It matters who's at the top at the end of the season. Nobody cares who went out in the first round, second round, third round. Nobody gives a but y'all did. And when I heard Rudy Gobert wasn't going to play at the start of the game, and honestly, I really didn't mind it. He said he had his firstborn that day. Man, listen, go take care of your child. Go. You're only going to see that once. So when Rudy Gobert wasn't going to play, I'm going into the game like, okay, they're on the road. They already got one. Denver should come out and get this one. Now, the difference about this one, I did not feel like the Timberwolves lost that much. Now, listen, that's no disrespect to Rudy Gobert. Y'all know how I feel about Rudy Gobert. I'm not the biggest fan of him at all. I think he's a good center that can jump, he can dunk, and he can block timely shots. So with Rudy Gobert not in the lineup, you lose rebounding, you lose shot contests at the rim, you lose all of that stuff. You don't lose much on the perimeter. Yeah, he might can get a couple stops on the point guard, but let's be honest, this man is barbecue chicken anywhere outside the paint. Then Naz Reid is coming off the bench doing what he doing. I knew he was probably going to play 30 plus minutes tonight, so I wasn't really worried about Rudy Gobert Gobert not playing. It wasn't like the Denver Nuggets had another center they was gonna throw out there and try to match Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns and all of them. I didn't see that. I damn sure didn't think Michael Malone was going to play DeAndre Jordan in this game. Absolutely not. I'm only speaking for myself and what I saw last night. It didn't matter who the hell the Denver Nuggets put out there last night. It was who was playing on the court and who was playing ass and who was playing good. That was all that mattered. And the only team that was playing great in that first half was the Timber motherfucking Wolves. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, probably not. The 2020 Lakers was probably the best defensive team I've seen in my lifetime. Now I'm talking my lifetime, me watching basketball. This was the best defensive team that I've seen up until last night. Hear me out. We had Alex Caruso, KCP, Bron, Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard. When I tell you the Twin Towers was a real thing, them boys could not score nothing in the paint. When you was watching the 2020 Lakers play, you felt like no matter what lead the other team got, we can come back from with defense. It didn't matter if we had a 20-point lead. It felt like we could push it up to 40 with just defense. The only reason I'm giving this context is because it's building up how great the Timberwolves played defense last night. It was incredible. I'm talking contests at the rim, not fouling, one-on-one defense, switching. When I tell you Jaden McDaniels and Alexander Walker look like 268 lockdowns in 2K, it was terrible.
Not get space. When they're all over you, the frustration's mounting. You can't get your rhythm. Look at the length on them. Alexander Walker and Jaden McDaniels.
They had 94 feet on Hall of Fame. They was picking them boys up from the soon as they threw the ball in. I don't know about y'all, but it looked like Nikola Jokic wanted to hop on his motherfucking horse and ride the hell up out the arena because he ain't want none of that goddamn smoke. And the one excuse that I saw the most, why don't the Denver Nuggets run another point guard? You mean to tell me all of a sudden now y'all have a problem with Nikola Jokic bringing up the ball? How about you tell Michael Malone to switch up his game plan? Do you still think you coaching against Darvin Ham, Michael? Speaking of you, Michael, how did you even end up staying in the game? I told y'all, the Denver Nuggets referees, I don't know what it is about that arena. I don't know if it's the referees that gets hired there, but if I feel like they have a real agenda with anybody else other than that motherfucking team. I don't know any other coach that's able to come out on the floor, get in the referee face, pointing and shit, screaming and spitting, and he don't get no goddamn tag and get thrown out the game. But the referees is allowed to argue back. He's arguing back with the goddamn coach.
Edwards hanging in the air. Michael Malone is hot. He is hot. Having words here with the official.
Now, if I was Michael Malone, he actually did the smartest thing. Cop your way out. Do a Draymond Green. I'm not going out here and playing against a team that I don't want to play against right now. I'm about to be out-coached, and I know it. I'm out of here. You think you was slick? You think we wouldn't have noticed that? Oh, we noticed soon as you started to do it. Bring your ass back here. You getting this ass whooping today. The Timberwolves had the Denver Nuggets in shambles in that first half. It felt like it was a motherfucking lion on a gazelle. It didn't feel normal. It felt like I shouldn't have been watching it. It felt like I should have been calling the police. It felt like I was watching a crime. Looking at Jaden McDaniels is just knowing for a fact if that was Vando. Y'all know it. And I know y'all know it. Type in the comments, oh God, if that was Vando, just like Jaden McDaniels was able to play this season, we would have saw a different result. If we had a different head coach, we would have saw a different result. We would be playing right now. I'm still salty. Of course I'm still salty. I know what we had. I know what we was able to do. I knew the talent that we had, and I knew the game players that we could have came up with to go out there and win this damn series. It's okay. Everything happens for a reason. This is Ant-Man's turn. Speaking of motherfucking Ant-Man, if Bron retired tomorrow, guess what jersey I'm going to get? Motherfucking Ant-Man. Let me go ahead and say this right now. This is no disrespect to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's a legend, Hall of Famer, quote unquote, your GOAT. That's perfectly fine to me. But you're not gonna disrespect Ant and talk about the MJ shrug. Ain't no motherfucking MJ shrug. It's the Ant shrug now.
Edwards on top. He'll put up a three. Bullseye.
I was watching the game. I know for a fact there was a lot of players on that defensive side of the ball that didn't want no smoke with Anthony Edwards. KCP, I felt so bad for you, my boy. It looked spooky out there. Your ass was running to that corner. Yeah, for some strange reason, y'all thought it was smart to put Reggie Jackson on Anthony Edwards. Why would y'all do that? Why would y'all ruin that man's career like that? Y'all know that man music flopped. Somebody get Bobby Shmurda off the goddamn ground during the percolator.
I got G's. You ever make a bitty hit her knees? Well, guess what? I'm JB on my diamond.
I'm looking at the game trying to figure out what the hell did Reggie Jackson hear on the Jumbotron? What music was they playing for him to get on the floor and start twerking? I don't know how many points the Denver Nuggets had in the first half, nor do I care. I think it was like 55 points. I don't know. They was getting their ass spanked. I haven't seen an ass whooping like that in the playoffs in a long time, and this is to the defending champions at home. That crowd, when I tell you, I couldn't have been more excited about that crowd. They ass was on mute the whole game. I don't know how loud y'all be having the game, but y'all could have heard a pin drop.
We go again with another turnover. Edwards the other way. It is amazing with the...
There was nothing to cheer for. When I told y'all I'm looking at the Denver Nuggets fans and telling y'all to get the fuck up.
You got this shit. Get up.
I don't know what Anthony Edwards was saying to them goddamn Denver fans, but I know for a fact if they could say what they actually wanted to say in public, they would have been going nuts on Anthony Edwards. And another question I want to ask Denver fans, and this is a serious question. Why did Jamal Murray feel it was necessary to not speak to the media? What did he do out there that was worthy of not speaking to the media? Did all of our players speak to the media when we lost? But it's different when you want to hit game winners and shit. You got a lot to say. You go out there and start chirping on the mic. As soon as you go out there and get your ass boxed up, 8 points, you score 8 motherfucking points. I don't care what leg injury you got. Go get a new leg, nigga. Guess what? When AD went down, everybody was hee hee ha ha. Everything was motherfucking funny. The season was over. Everybody talk about, it's over. 1, 2, 3 Cancun, Draco. Now I warn all of the Timberwolves fans, when y'all go play Denver, just be ready for the shit that you're going to see, because it's egregious. That man threw a heating pad on the court. When a player, an NBA basketball player, active player on the court, threw a heating pad from the bench all the way on the court.
Jamal Murray, look right above that State Farm sign right there. It was a heat pack thrown by Jamal that...
You trying to tell me he stayed and he was able to finish the game? He was able to stay on the court? I don't give a damn if they getting blown out. Send my mans to the locker room. Watch, I would not be surprised if Jamal Murray do not get suspended. Now if that was Draymond Green, put it in the comments. Put it on your mama light. If that was Draymond Green that threw a heating pad on the court, tell me he wouldn't have got his ass packed up ASAP. When Draymond picked up the heating pad and attempted to throw it, they would have sent them up out the game. But Denver ran into the same problem that the other teams is gonna run into. If you assume that you're going to play the exact same team that you're played in the second round because they have the same personnel as the other team, you're sadly mistaken. The Timberwolves, credit, they went out there with a game plan and they executed it to perfection. They picked up Jamal Murray 94 feet for a reason. They picked up Nikola Jokic 94 feet for a reason. They don't like to play fast. If Nikola Jokic can get to the free throw line, like around the free throw line area, and do his floaters, throw lobs to Aaron Gordon, dot Michael Porter Jr. in the corner, that's how the Denver Nuggets beat you. Why do you think the Denver Nuggets go down so many points in the first half? Because everybody's gonna come out fast in the first half. The Timberwolves are naturally gonna play fast. The Lakers, they're naturally gonna play fast. They have enough energy in the third and fourth quarter. They have the youth. They have the shooting ability to stay alive in the third and fourth quarter. If they got a 20-point lead, you can go ahead and chalk that up. I'm pretty sure the Nuggets is looking back like, damn, we really thought they was gonna come on here and do the exact same thing the Lakers did and blow these third and fourth quarter leads. Not even close. Pretty sure Michael Malone is going back in that locker room scratching every game plan that he wrote down. All of that shit is out the window. And then on top of that, y'all gotta go try to do something in Minnesota with Ant-Man rocking. I've seen some great crowds in my lifetime, and I've seen some great crowds this season. I don't think we're gonna see a crowd like that Minnesota squad. It's gonna go crazy in that arena. What's even more impressive, Nikola Jokic lost both of these games playing 2 different ways. The first game, I think he had 32 points and 9 rebounds. This game, he had 16 points, 16 rebounds. They're making him work. It's not the stats that they weren't about. He's gonna put up his numbers. He's gonna do what he do, but it's how he's getting these points. Do you want him going 18 for 23? Nah, that's a successful, damn near perfect game for Nikola Jokic. What you would rather see is 3 for 17, 6 for 19. Even Jamal Murray, you want to see 3 for 18, 0 for 4 from the three-point line. You want to see them working. What's going to happen once you realize you can't go to your bench for scoring? you're gonna have to play your starters way more minutes than they used to accustomed to playing. But when you can have a bench that knows they roles and they know what they're coming into the games to do, that's a successful team. 2020 Lakers. I love to go back to it. The continuity, the chemistry, all of that stuff matters. There come JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, who else? Alex Caruso. All of these players coming off the bench knew their roles. They knew what they was coming into the game to do. You have a team structure like that, you're gonna be very, very tough to beat. Nuggets is not an old team, but they're damn sure not a young team either. If I want to look at youth, I would go to the Timberwolves in this matchup and say they're probably the younger team. They have the younger players. They have the bodies to throw at these old heads. You can almost guarantee Anthony Edwards is going to have a great game. The boy is hooping right now. 27 points. Karl Anthony Towns had 27 points. I think he had 13 rebounds. If you can get that from your two-star players, you're going to be successful because they don't have to play, they don't have to guard the best players every single night. Now, can they do it? Of course they can, but they have Jaden McDaniels and Alexander Walker to throw at Jamal Murray for majority of the game. And on top of that, you can throw slow-mo on somebody, and Anthony Edwards. They like to play defense. So now you got to deal with multiple 30-point scorers, and they play probably the best defense in the league. Boy, they gonna have a trouble time in motherfucking Minnesota. The Timberwolves ended up winning the game, taking a 2-0 lead on the Denver Nuggets. Now, am I shocked about the outcome? No, I wasn't shocked about the outcome because of how great they played defensively in the first half. There was no way possible I was gonna see anything different. Then coming out in the second half, I didn't see no difference in that third quarter, so it was no point for me to believe that this outcome would have been anything different. I'm actually shocked about a lot of the comments that I got on my video last night. A lot of y'all do understand that if it wasn't for Darvin Ham, the Lakers would be playing the Timberwolves right now. We had the same personnel, we had the same playing style, and we knew how to beat them. We've been saying it for the longest. Dwight Howard tweeting every goddamn day. Put two centers in, you get to the next round. Common sense. But with that being said, shout out to the Timberwolves for taking the 2-0 lead, taking 2 games on the road. Y'all let me know how many games this series go. Do y'all still feel confident in the Denver Nuggets? They got to go on the road to Minnesota and try to win 2 games just to make it tied. Nobody has came back from 0-3, and I don't think it's ever going to be done, especially in this year's playoffs. I don't see no team in the Western Conference losing 4 straight games ever. I just don't see it. So if I'm saying that the Denver Nuggets have a chance to come back in the series, I'm lying to you. They have no shot, 0 chance. This is Anthony Edwards. He's on a mission right now. I don't see this man being stopped anytime soon. He wants the gold, and honestly, he might get it. They have everything they need to go out there and compete for a championship. I don't see nobody stopping them, especially in the West. But that's gonna do it for the end of the video, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about today's video. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube if y'all haven't already. I will see y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace.